Years have passed since Captain Jack Sparrow sailed into the sunset with nothing but his ship, the Black Pearl, and the horizon before him. The age of piracy has faded, and the seas are now ruled by trade empires, naval fleets, and iron laws. But peace never lasts. When strange tides begin to rise, black as ink and glowing with ancient fire, sailors whisper of a curse returning from the depths. Jack, now a ghost in history books, reappears in a drunken haze at a Caribbean port, telling tales of monsters no one believes. But this time, the stories are real. A mysterious compass no longer points to what the heart desires. Instead, it trembles towards something buried beneath the ocean itself. The heart of the abyss, an ancient relic said to command the very seas. Jack doesn't seek it for power, but for survival, as ghostly ships have begun hunting him, captained by a vengeful spirit from his past. Captain Dorian Gale, once betrayed and left to die in a storm of Jack's making. The film opens with a haunting sea battle. A British naval ship encounters a spectral fleet led by Gale. Ships made of bone, coral, and spectral fire. The fleet obliterates the Navy within minutes, marking its arrival with thunder that cracks the skies. Meanwhile, in Tortuga, Jack Sparrow hears rumors of the Sea of Shadows, a cursed ocean where the dead sail again. Seeking the Black Pearl's long-lost crew, Jack returns to his beloved ship, only to find it trapped in a bottle once more. To free it, he must visit Teodalma's successor, a mysterious sea witch named Calandra, who warns him that the balance of the ocean is breaking. The heart of the abyss has awakened, and it calls to all who've ever defied death upon the seas. Jack's past sins have finally come for him. With his signature smirk, he replies, "Well, that's mildly inconvenient." Jack's quest to restore the Black Pearl leads him across treacherous waters, hunted by both the undead and the British Royal Navy, now commanded by Admiral Norrington's son, Edward Norrington, who seeks to end piracy once and for all. Along the way, Jack reunites with Joshua Gibbs' ever loyal and recruits a new younger crew, including Isla Quinn, a daring navigator with her own secret. She is the daughter of Davy Jones, cursed to live between land and sea. Jack's sarcastic charm and unpredictable luck drive the adventure as he reluctantly becomes mentor to this new generation of pirates. The tone mirrors Curse of the Black Pearl, comedic chaos mixed with heart, danger, and mystery. Every compass, every tide, and every shadow seems to point toward one destination: the trench of eternity, where the heart of the abyss sleeps, guarded by the spirits of those who died at sea. Calandra, the Sea Witch, agrees to help Jack, but at a price. She reveals that the heart of the abyss can grant one of two powers: control of all seas, or eternal freedom from curses. Jack's eyes flicker with temptation. Freedom from curses means no more debts, no more running, no more ghosts from his past. But she warns that to reach it, he must sacrifice something precious: his ship, his freedom, or his soul. With a grin, Jack replies, "I'm rather attached to all three." Calandra gives him a potion to free the pearl, but doing so unleashes a fragment of the abyss itself. Dark waves rise, and ghostly tendrils tear across the horizon, marking Jack as the chosen thief. Gale feels this awakening from miles away. His chance for revenge has begun. The witch's last warning echoes. He who seeks the heart of the abyss shall drown in his own reflection. Captain Dorian Gale was once Jack's first mate. Brilliant, ruthless, and betrayed. During a storm years ago, Jack abandoned Gale to save himself and the Pearl, claiming one captain per ship. But the storm was no ordinary tempest. It was the wrath of the abyss. Gale's spirit was bound to it, turning him into the Warden of the Deep. Now half human, half ocean phantom, he sails the Spectre's wake, a ship that bleeds black water. His motive isn't treasure, it's justice. He wants to drag Jack into the same eternal torment he suffered. His fleet expands as every soul he kills joins his ranks. When he captures a merchant ship carrying Isla Quinn, he senses her connection to the sea and plans to use her to summon the heart. The stage is set for a battle of legends. Sparrow versus Gale, life versus death, chaos versus vengeance. Jack and his crew set sail on the restored Black Pearl, pursued relentlessly by Gale's ghost fleet. Each night, the stars vanish, replaced by phantom constellations. The sea itself turns against them. Whirlpools, sirens, and fogs that whisper their worst memories. In one haunting sequence, Jack confronts visions of every person he's ever betrayed. Barbossa, Will Turner, Elizabeth Swann, even his younger self. The moment is darkly introspective but laced with humor, Jack arguing with his own hallucination, claiming, "I was charmingly deceitful, not villainous." Amid the chaos, Isla learns to harness her inherited sea magic, guiding the Pearl through cursed tides. She begins to see Jack not as a fool, but as a survivor, one who carries the burden of every choice he's made. Their uneasy alliance grows into mutual respect, setting the emotional core of the story. The climax begins as Jack's crew reaches Devil's Maw, a whirlpool that marks the entrance to the abyss. Gale's fleet surrounds them, launching one of the most epic sea battles in the franchise's history. Cannon fire lights the sky as undead pirates leap between ships. Jack uses every ounce of cunning and madness, from sword duels on the Pearl-S masts to collapsing masts as traps. Isla unleashes her power, summoning waves to push back the dead. In a desperate gambit, Jack dives into the ocean with Gale, dragging him into the abyss itself. Inside, time stands still. Jack faces the embodiment of the sea's will, a massive, shape-shifting entity resembling both a kraken and a mirror of his own soul. The sea tests his heart, asking whether he seeks freedom or redemption. Jack, with rare sincerity, answers, "Can't a man want both?" In the surreal depths of the abyss, Jack finds the heart, a glowing, pulsating orb that beats like the ocean itself. Gale appears, demanding it as his right. The two engage in a final duel beneath swirling water and ancient shipwrecks. Jack tricks Gale into claiming the heart, knowing that whoever possesses it becomes its prisoner. As the curse consumes Gale, Jack steals a fragment of it, just enough to command the sea one last time. Using its power, he frees his crew and sends the ghost fleet back to rest. But as the heart shatters, a tidal explosion sends the Black Pearl hurtling to the surface. Jack survives, barely, but the fragment of the heart fuses with his compass. Now it points not to what he desires, but to where destiny calls next. The film's ending mirrors the spirit of the first movie, bittersweet, funny, and mythic. The world believes Jack Sparrow has died, but in reality, he sails alone toward the horizon once again. Isla takes command of the Black Pearl, leading a new age of pirates with Gibbs at her side. The seas begin to calm, and cursed waters fade into legend. In the final scene, Jack sits in a tiny dinghy with his monkey, reading an old map that keeps changing. He smirks and says, "Seems the sea isn't done with old Jack just yet." As the sun rises, his ship reappears out of the mist, the Pearl waiting for her captain. The theme music swells as he steps aboard, tipping his hat to the audience one last time. Pirates of the Caribbean, the heart of the abyss, brings back the magic, humor, and chaos that made the franchise beloved. It's about redemption, legacy, and the endless call of adventure. Jack Sparrow isn't just a pirate. He's a man fighting fate itself, forever torn between freedom and consequence. The story blends classic, swashbuckling action with emotional depth, paying tribute to the original trilogy while expanding the lore. It closes Jack's arc without ending his legend, leaving the horizon open for more tales, myths, and laughs. It's a return to the sea, to laughter, and to the unbreakable bond between man and ocean. As the screen fades, the words appear. The legend never dies.